At an opulent wedding in a Napa Valley estate, the groom's mother, a wealthy socialite, demanded that a black guest, Dr. Nia Okonkwo, leave the celebration, mistaking her for an uninvited intruder. Minutes later, Dr. Okonkwo's private jet touched down nearby, exposing her prominence and turning the incident into a viral sensation that humiliated the groom's mother and sparked a broader conversation about prejudice. Dr. Nia Okonkwo, 41, was a renowned neurosurgeon and philanthropist based in Lagos, Nigeria, with a second home in San Francisco. She had flown into California for the wedding of her college friend, Emily Harper, who was marrying Charles Whitaker, heir to a prominent winery family. The event, held at the Whitaker family's sprawling Napa Valley estate, was a lavish affair with over 200 guests, including business tycoons, local politicians, and a few celebrities. Nia, dressed in a custom-made emerald gown, arrived early, mingling with guests she knew from her days at Stanford with Emily. Margaret Whitaker, Charles's mother, was a 65-year-old matriarch known for her meticulous control over family affairs. As president of the Whitaker Foundation, she prided herself on maintaining the family's social standing. Margaret had overseen every detail of the wedding, from the floral arrangements to the guest list, which she had personally vetted. When she spotted Nia laughing with a group near the champagne bar, something about her stood out. Perhaps her accent, her attire, or simply her presence as one of the few black guests. Margaret's instincts, shaped by years in exclusive circles, led her to assume Nia didn't belong. Margaret approached Nia, her smile tight. "Excuse me, may I see your invitation?" she asked, her voice polite but edged with suspicion. Nia, caught off guard but composed, replied, "I'm a guest of the bride, Emily Harper. I'm Dr. Nia Okonkwo. I don't have an invitation on me, but I'm happy to confirm with Emily." Margaret's expression didn't soften. "I'm afraid that's not sufficient. I know everyone here, and I don't recall you on the list. You'll need to leave immediately." The group around Nia fell silent. A few guests exchanged uncomfortable glances, sensing the tension. Nia, maintaining her poise, said, "Mrs. Whitaker, I assure you, I'm an invited guest. Let's find Emily to clear this up." Margaret crossed her arms. "There's no need for that. If you can't produce an invitation, you're not welcome. Please leave, or I'll have security escort you out." Emily, alerted by a friend, hurried over. "Margaret, what's going on?" "Nia is my friend from Stanford. She's on the guest list." Margaret waved her off. "Emily, this is my son's wedding. I don't know this woman, and she doesn't fit here. She needs to go." The word stung, drawing gasps from nearby guests. Emily, mortified, apologized. "Nia, I'm so sorry. Margaret, this is unacceptable." Nia, her voice steady, placed a hand on Emily's arm. "It's okay, Emily. I don't want to disrupt your day." She pulled out her phone and made a call. "Samuel, please bring the jet to the estate's airstrip. I'll be there shortly." Margaret scoffed. "A jet? Really? Let's not make this more dramatic than it needs to be. Just leave." Nia ignored her, gathered her clutch, and walking toward the exit. Guests whispered, some following her, curious about the unfolding drama. Within 20 minutes, a low hum filled the air. A sleek private jet landed on the estate's private airstrip, visible from the venue's terrace. The pilot, Samuel, stepped out, greeting Nia formally. "Dr. Okonkwo, we're ready when you are." Margaret, who had followed Nia outside to ensure her departure, froze. Guests crowded the terrace, phones out, recording the scene. Emily, tears in her eyes, rushed to Nia. "Please don't go. This is my fault." Nia smiled. "This isn't about you, Emily. I won't stay where I'm not respected." She boarded the jet, which took off moments later, leaving a stunned crowd. The incident spread like wildfire online. A guest video, capturing Margaret's confrontation and the jet's arrival, garnered millions of views within hours. The hashtag Napa Wedding Scandal trended, with users condemning Margaret's actions as racist. News outlets, including CNN and the New York Times, covered the story, identifying Nia as a globally respected surgeon who had funded hospitals in Africa. Margaret issued a statement, claiming a misunderstanding and apologizing for any offense. The backlash was swift. The Whitaker Foundation faced calls for her resignation, and several board members distanced themselves. Charles, embarrassed, publicly supported Nia, straining his relationship with his mother. Nia, back in San Francisco, declined interviews but released a brief statement. This incident reflects a broader issue of snap judgments based on appearance. I hope it sparks reflection. She continued her work, undeterred, while the Whitaker family navigated the fallout, their reputation tarnished. Full script, approximately 5,000 words. Dr. Nia Okonkwo had always carried herself with quiet confidence. Born in Lagos to a family of educators, she excelled academically, earning a scholarship to Stanford's medical school. There, she met Emily Harper, a literature major with a warm laugh and a knack for bringing people together. Their friendship endured through years of divergent careers. Nia's in neurosurgery, Emily's in publishing. When Emily invited Nia to her wedding, Nia cleared her schedule, eager to celebrate her friend's joy. The Whitaker estate in Napa was a symbol of old money, its vineyard stretching across rolling hills. The guest list was a who's who of California's elite, with Margaret Whitaker at the helm. She had spent months planning, ensuring the event reflected the family's prestige. Nia arrived in a gown designed by a Nigerian couturier, its emerald fabric catching the light. She greeted familiar faces, including a tech CEO and a state senator, blending easily into the crowd. Margaret's scrutiny began early. From across the room, she watched Nia, her radar honed by years of gatekeeping social circles. Nia's presence, confident, polished, but distinctly different, unsettled her. Margaret approached during a lull in the reception, her tone formal but cold. "I need to see your invitation," she said, interrupting Nia's conversation with a group of Emily's college friends. Nia, surprised, responded politely. "I'm Dr. Nia Okonkwo, Emily's friend. I don't carry the invitation, but I can confirm with her." Margaret's smile was thin. "That won't do. I oversee this event, and I don't know you. You need to leave." Nia's friends protested. "She's with us," said one, a professor named Rachel. "She's on the list." Margaret dismissed them. "This is a private event. Security will handle this if necessary." Emily, hearing the commotion, rushed over, her white dress trailing. "Margaret, stop. Nia's my guest. I invited her personally." Margaret's voice sharpened. "Emily, I'm protecting your wedding. She doesn't belong here. Look at her." The remark landed like a slap. Guests nearby froze, some pulling out phones to record. Emily, flushed with anger, said, "Margaret, you're out of line. Nia, please stay." Nia shook her head. "I won't cause a scene, Emily." She dialed her pilot. "Samuel, I'm leaving. Have the jet ready at the airstrip." Margaret laughed dismissively. "A jet? This is absurd. Just go." Nia walked out, head high, as whispers followed. The jet's arrival minutes later silenced the crowd. Samuel, in a crisp uniform, greeted her with respect. "Dr. Okonkwo," everything set. Guests watched, stunned, as Nia boarded, the jet's engines roaring as it lifted off. Social media erupted. The video, posted by Rachel, showed Margaret's confrontation and Nia's dignified exit. Comments poured in, calling out Margaret's bias. News outlets dug into Nia's background, revealing her as a surgeon who had performed life-saving operations and funded medical facilities in underserved regions. The Whitaker family's winery faced boycotts, and Margaret's foundation lost donors. Charles issued a public apology, distancing himself from his mother's actions. Margaret's statement, claiming she misjudged the situation, was met with skepticism. She stepped down from the foundation under pressure, retreating from public life. Nia, unfazed, resumed her work, using the incident to advocate for diversity in elite spaces. Emily visited her weeks later, apologizing again. "You didn't deserve that," she said. Nia smiled. "It's not about me. It's about changing minds." The incident became a case study in confronting prejudice, with Nia's grace under fire inspiring countless discussions.